Police done. Stop recording. Check.
And
Alright,
drop.
Manamon Tamer back with another top 5. This time we're hitting the dragon types. Again, I have Hypermondival with me. And he is still trying to murder Masilla. Don't
If
ask
you're
me how well
wondering
that's going.
if-
Apparently his Boulder Dash died to a freaking Blade Dotterator. I guess it'll definitely be making the plant type list.
Hey, it's Brain Dotterator, I'll have you know.
Okay, even better. You died to the
Yeah.
worst of the you died to the weaker of the two, in my opinion.
No, I feel like Brain is way better than Blade is, but whatever.
No. It's Blade.
Also, if I'm not careful, Mike Pathrillian might die to a fucking Kamadare.
Are you kidding me?
Unfortunately not.
That thing's gonna die to a holy type. A freaking holy type?
Alright, Earthquake to kill.
Bro, if that doesn't count, I'm gonna laugh.
He didn't kill.
Bro, if Pathrillian dies, I'm gonna laugh at you.
It just roared. That thing is, oh, I forgot about the light. Whatever. He's still dead anyway. I'm just gonna firestorm him. Alright, there we go. Kamadare's out.
If that didn't work, I was gonna laugh at you. So,
Volanterol.
Hilarious as hell.
I'm just gonna Earthquake the Volanterol.
Alright, so we begin the top 5 strongest dragon type Manamon, and I'm gonna open up the list with one that might surprise you. Now, as you remember, I said this won't be dominated by the mythicals, and I was not lying. Because I only think that 50% of the mythicals are actually that good, so this is gonna be 60% non-mythical. And
Bro, would you look at that? My Hathorian died to a Crate Dragon Strike from a Volanterol.
Yeah, you're an idiot, but we'll get
I
to
am
the
no
why.
idiot. I am no idiot, okay? It just happened. What do you want me to do?
We'll get to the why soon enough. So we're gonna open up the list with Erodium. No reaction from you? Wow.
No.
Yeah, no, so we're gonna open up the list with Erodium. The reason why I only think it's the 5th strongest is, sure, it's immune to magic and neutral to undead, but I mean, it still has the ice weakness, the dragon weakness, and the double holy type weakness. Not to mention a fighting, poison, and I think insect type weakness as well.
That's a lot of weaknesses for one mon to have.
Yeah, that's 6/6, I think. Some of those can prove costly, too. So anyway, so that, we're gonna open up the list like that. I mean, no, don't get me wrong, it gets some good dragon and shadow type moves, too. It gets Oblivion Slash, and,
Yeah,
and
Luke did this to
Draco
me
Blitz.
once. Luke
What?
did this to me once, but Oblivion Slash plus the Medallion is really good. But except for the Backlash, that's the only thing that ruins that. But other than that, it's really good.
Plus the medallion wouldn't help it. It increases magic attack.
No, dependent. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, that would just add more backlash though. That's the only problem, but yeah, that would work. And then also, it does get Fear Feed, but I mean, 30 effect points is nothing. So the better, the only other good Shadow type move it gets at that point becomes Shadow Claw. Making the better Dragon type, where it gets, I'm pretty sure it gets Dragon Strike, I think.
I think all the 3 mythicals get Dragon Strike.
It gets Draco Blitz, and then it gets, there's one more I'm missing that it gets. But what is it? Shit. Oh,
I
Dragon
wonder
Fang.
if is Glimmerodo in this list?
You'll see when we get to it. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, sure, Erodium's powerful, but it's not as good as you think, only because of all those weaknesses it has. And so, as you'll see, the others might have just as many weaknesses, but they'll usually be able to counter them too. So, we go into number 4, with that being said. And in the number 4 slot.
While you announce number 4, I'm gonna tunnel underground to kill this Volantro.
Number 4, we've got. Crap. Why is it slipping my mind all of a sudden? I mean, like. Oh shit. What the hell was I thinking? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes. Now I remember. We got Dragomir. So, Dragomir is double weak to stone, but that's okay, because it's now neutral to ice. Or is it? No, it's not. It's still weak to ice, but it can counter its fire typing. Or flame typing.
Yeah, so it's gonna only neutralize because fire is
No,
fire...
it's still weak because dragon and air combined.
Oh yeah, air,
for the weakness
yeah.
To overpower the.
Yeah, and it's double weak to stone.
It's double weak to stone, but I mean those are like its major things outside of like I mean of course it's still weak to dragon, but it can still take out some other stuff. So it's only number 4 though because I mean it's like still just not the best. It gets Draco Breaker.
It gets Draco Breaker.
Blaze
it
Rampage.
Blaze Rampage.
The best air type you've ever seen
Slash.
is Wing Slash, so that's a problem for it. Then again, I suppose you can only give a dragon type so many broken moves.
True.
But it's that fact that will make the number one when we get to it. I mean, so yeah. You could absolutely justify running a Dragomir in 1 where you catch Drabal in the Orienda Fields Ruins as high as level 26. You just have to really level it to match the rest of your team, but it'll if you over level the way I do, it'll be a dragon move before you fight a Rhodium in that game.
The Dragomir, it's funny, I feel like the Dragomir the Dragomir development it's mostly reminds me of how pseudo legendaries in Pokemon would transform, because those things, from what I heard, take a while. Like,
no, they do. I know the examples they can give. Yeah, no, but I mean, there's some slower ones too. So with that, we go to number 3, and that is Glimmeroto.
Glimmeroto is great. Final Dragon, Final Thunder.
Final Thunder, you can give it a rearm band to deal with the magic attack. It gets Dragon Strike, it gets Dragon Fury, and it gets Super Spark. So it's double weak to magic, but I mean you don't really care. It can take out air. It can take out its own type, of course, dragon. No dragon type can't do that. Unless you're fighting a Tabulous. But then you can just give it a Cruel Claw.
It can't one tap Volantoro, because
It can't, but Volantoro can't one tap it either. And I mean, if you wanted to add status effects to it, I believe it does get Stunvolt too.
And even then, I think Super Spark has a chance to stun anyway.
Well, yeah, I know, but Stunvolt's at least guaranteed unless you're fighting another. Well, I mean, if you're fighting another electric type, you can't paralyze it regardless of what you do.
Yeah, and even if you don't want to run that moveset, Final Dragon, Final Thunder, Dragon Strike, Dragon Fury, and Super Spark, you can replace Dragon Fury with like Volt Tackle. I think it gets Power Surge. You can replace it with that too.
Yeah, no. I don't think it does get Power Surge. Volt Tower. I know I said Tackle.
Oh,
quit thinking Pokemon terms, or get the hell out of this hole.
Look, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
No, look, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Put that down right now.
Who said I was picking it up? How do you know I just wasn't making the sound?
I don't know. I mean, seems like you to pick it up.
Anyway. So yeah, I mean, all in all though, I mean, it's weak to Earth. But I mean, it's still pretty good, which is why it made this list. It doesn't have that many weaknesses. Number 2. This is the last mythical to make the list. That's Tabulous.
Yes.
Now hold on. Sorry, y'all, I really haven't had a ton to drink since yesterday, so I'm pretty thirsty as hell. But anyway, the reason why he is number 2 is because of that magic and dragon typing. Even though it can't hit, and this is why Rhodium is pretty good for fighting it, because Rhodium can hit it, but Tabulous can't in this game, since it's a magic type, and magic is immune to shadow, which is where that huge, which is like the biggest advantage Erodium gets. And as for what's it? Tabulus, it becomes immune to dragon type, though it does gain a weakness to insect and a double weakness to undead. That's okay, because you really don't see that many undead types online.
Oh, really? I mean, it
And
makes
then,
sense.
of course, it's weak to ghosts. And and if you're scared of a mirror match with another Tabulus, that's okay. Just give it the Cruel Claw and Magic Dragon the hell out of theirs.
Magic Dragoon.
Yeah, just Magic Dragon the hell out of theirs, and you'll be totally okay. Ain't got nothing to worry about with that one. But I mean, it's just not that strong, because this next one gets so many OP moves.
That it doesn't even matter.
Speaking of which, I better talk about the OP moves that this one gets. It gets Magic Dragon at level 95, I think. Might be 97, or 100.
No, it gets it at 100.
Yeah. But it gets Eternal Vortex. It gets Magic Wave. I think it gets Draco Breaker. No, not Breaker. Draco Blitz as well.
It gets Draco Blitz, and it gets
And
Dragon
then
Strike.
Dragon Strike, of course. But I mean, yeah, no, it gets some really powerful Dragon type, or not Dragon type, Magic type moves. Especially with Eternal Vortex having that trap damage on it.
Yeah, Eternal Vortex's trap damage is crazy.
Alright, but number 1, the strongest dragon type that you should absolutely run. It's only available in Manamon 2, but you should absolutely run if you feel like it. Especially with how early you can get it. Is Volanterol. You can catch Limeworm at number 7 in Sulfur Cave. And if you don't know where Sulfur Cave is, I'll tell you right now. You have 2 entrances, but you'll probably never find the second unless you really go exploring. The first entrance that you'll find is just south of the door that leads into that house that leads into Vermicott City. It's just south. You'll hear the door, because it sounds like a cave door, and they're hard to find, kind of. But you can catch Limeworm at level 7. It's just not the best in those stages, but
yeah, it's like another pseudo legendary where it's like a very late bloomer, but when it blooms, it fucking blooms.
I mean, there's literally little way to stop a Volanterol. Ice type? Oh, don't worry, it gets so many broken stone type moves. What's that gonna do to it? Earth?
Dragon
okay,
type?
Earth might.
Don't worry, it has stone type, making it neutral.
Yeah. Earth? Okay, that might actually hurt a little bit, but that's okay. Just dragon type it. Surely it'll go to hell eventually.
Yeah, that thing. Even then, Volanterol has crazy defense. Like I just saw it with Mercilla's. It only took 100. It only took 103 damage from half Aurelian's earthquake. Okay.
Insects? Oh wait, what's insect gonna do? It's a freaking stone type. Fighting type?
Yep.
Okay, your work might be cut out for you with a fighting side, but I mean, you could just, I don't know, freaking Dragon Strike it. I think it gets that. No, it gets Dragon Fury, I think.
No, it gets Dragon Strike.
Yeah, just Dragon Strike it then. Oh wait, what's that? You're fighting another dragon type? Oh wait, you're fighting a Dragomir specifically? Bruh, just Draco Slide the hell out of that thing. It's never gonna live.
Oh my god, yeah. It gets Draco. Does it get Draco Slide?
Yes, it does get Draco Slide. And that move is stupid because it's yet another move that has double stab for the type it gets on it. Because it's dragon and stone. Not to mention it gets moves like Assault Gem. It gets Dragon Strike, like I said.
Stone Crash.
Stone Crash.
Dragon Fang. Dragon Strike.
Dragon Fang. This thing just gets so many moves that are so good for it. It's so stupidly broken that you can absolutely justify running it on your team at any time.
It is legit the most.
Especially once you get your hands on the secondary scale uniform. Oh god, those opponents of yours. They don't have really to deal with it. They're kind of toast.
Ooh, Fernando's calling me. Well, I think we're done with this one, so I think I can answer him, right?
Or you can add him.
No, I'm gonna help him install Entomb.
Okay, well then, yeah.
See you later. I'll call you when I'm back, when I'll be back.
I'll cover the next few on my own. So yeah, no, that's just how broken Volanterol is, and that's why it easily makes number 1 on the Dragon type list, and you'll probably see it on the Stone list when we get to that one too. And honestly, I would go as far as to call Volanterol one of the strongest in competitive, so yeah. that being said, this will conclude our Dragon type list. And now this is officially a Manamon Tamer saying catch you later.
Stop recording checkbox.